Hey guys, thanks for taking a few minutes to click on this video, and welcome to May Day. This is the first day of May. It's hard to believe May 2019 is already here, but I wanted to take a few minutes and give you an overview of some of the things that we've got going on the next few months here at the worship team. I've got 4 things I want to highlight, and if you check out the newsletter that came along with this video, there's actually a featured resource down at the bottom that I want you to check out too. So let's get started. 4 big things. Number 1, on May 15th, I want us to get together and have a team night. This is a Wednesday night, 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. I'd love for us to get together and have a team night. Now, if you've been around for a while, you will remember how we did team nights in the past. About 2016, 2017, we did team nights. And I've got some ideas for just a different format that I want to try out. For more details, check out the newsletter. You're going to see it there. I really want us all to get together. So no matter where you serve, if you're on the production team, so that means if you're doing audio, lighting, cameras, backstage, producing, projection, I want you guys to come and be a part of it. Or if you're in the band, horn section, you're on the choir. If you serve on the worship team making the weekend services happen, I want us all to get together on May 15th. And I've basically got 2 things that I want to accomplish. Number 1, I want us to hang out. I want us to fellowship together, grow closer together as a team, build our culture. And number 2 is I want to talk about some vision for the future and where some new things I want us to try together as a team. So come out May 15th. We'll be in B153, but probably most of you are going to know that as the Old Choir Room. Old Choir Room, May 15th, B153. Come be a part of it. If you have the spiritual gift of making finger foods and you want to come and bring some finger foods, that would be awesome. Just let Sheila or I know that you're going to be a part of that. And I've got our contact info back in the newsletter. Check that out. Come be a part of it. Number 2, I can't believe this, but VBS and Fuel are like 6 weeks away. It's like 6 weeks from today, VBS and Fuel kickoff. Isn't that crazy? Like 2019 is blowing my mind how fast it's going. Okay, so you need to know a few things. We're going to switch around some rehearsals, and so we can open up some stage space for these guys to be able to do these really impactful weeks of VBS and Fuel. First of all, June 2nd, if you're on the June 2nd team, Sunday, June 2nd team, I need you to stick around for 15 or 20 minutes after the service to help us clear off the stage. We're going to strike everything on stage and open that up so that the VBS set can start going up on Monday, June 3rd. They'll be in there all week putting the set together. And so on the 5th, June the 5th, Wednesday night, we're actually going to cancel our midweek rehearsal. We'll do same band all weekend for the 8th and 9th and do kind of a stripped down set. We're going to do more of an acoustic weekend that weekend. That'll give them some room and some time to be able to make the next week really special. Now, the next week, June 10 through 14, is VBS and Fuel. And if you're not signed up to participate in some way with VBS or Fuel, let me encourage you to jump in and be a part of this. Though it's outside of the worship ministry, kind of, I guess. I mean, this is a church-wide event, and so I really want us all to step in, all hands on deck. It really does take the entire church body to make these weeks successful. Those of you who've been around for many years know the hundreds of kids. We may even be encroaching on over 1,000 kids that come through our facility during this time, so we need a lot of hands on deck. Okay, the next weekend, the 15th and 16th, we'll do same band all weekend. Of course, no midweek rehearsal that week. We'll all be in the trenches with VBS and Fuel. Saturday, the 15th, that band will be the same as Sunday, the 16th. And of course, that's Father's Day weekend too. So we'll have some special things and we'll tell you more about that as we get close there. VBS and Fuel, make it a priority. Be a part of it. Number 3, this Sunday night, Sunday, May 5th is our next worship night. It's actually our second worship night of 2019. And I'm so excited about it. We'll be in the chapel, 6 o'clock p.m. Every single one of these worship nights, we are doing something intentional. We're not just throwing songs into a PCO plan and going through and, just singing whatever we like. We are choosing songs that fit with where we're going with message series and with where we are in the life of our church. Back on March 31st, when we had our first 2019 worship night, we were preparing ourselves for Easter. And I thought that was a fantastic evening and just a great way to get our minds and hearts focused on Easter. Well, with this worship night, we are focusing our minds and hearts on where we're going for the summer series. Tom is going to be in Hebrews 11 for the whole summer, and we're going to be talking about the Hall of Faith. We're actually calling the summer series the Cloud of Witnesses. So we'll be looking, it's going to be character studies each week, looking through all of those individuals mentioned in Hebrews, or a selection of those individuals mentioned in Hebrews 11. We're prepping for that. We're setting this up with May 5th. You're going to want to come be a part of this. Tom's going to do actually a preview of the summer series that night. So it's going to be a great evening to be a part of. Also with worship nights, this is one of my primary strategies too for building our congregation into a community of people who sing well together and who don't just sing well when they come in here on the weekend. So that's important, but who sing with their families, who sing with their children, who sing in their own communities of small groups and people that they're with. The faith gets planted deep when we sing. The truth and the beauty and the goodness of God gets planted deep into our souls when we sing. And so this is part of our strategy for doing that. I know you can't be at all of them, but please make it a priority to be at as many of them as you can. Finally, this one might be your favorite one. We're doing a little something different with the summer schedule this summer. Starting the weekend of Memorial Day weekend, May 25th and 26th, we're going to go to a summer worship schedule that will not include the 8 o'clock service. We're actually going to suspend that service for the summer. So 25th and 26th, we'll kick it off that weekend. What that means for rehearsal on Sunday mornings is we will start at 8:30 a.m. for rehearsal instead of 7 a.m. The same expectation applies that you're on stage, ready to go, tuned up, warmed up with all your gear at 8:30 a.m. so that the downbeat can happen at 8:30 a.m. Make sure that that's still a priority for the summertime. But then we'll do rehearsal. We'll do 9:30 and 11 o'clock service, and we'll have a little bit of freedom to rest here in the summertime. So I'm excited about that. That'll start Memorial Day weekend, and that'll go through the weekend of August 10th and 11th. Starting the weekend of August 17th and 18th, that's when we will reintroduce the 8 o'clock service. That's also promotion weekend in all of the small groups and specifically in the next gen area. So August 17th and 18th, we kick back off with the 8 o'clock service, and hopefully that'll give us some time this summer to rest, step back a little bit, take a breath, and come back refreshed in the fall. Well, those are the most important things coming up in the worship area the next 6 weeks. I'm looking forward to serving with you guys on these next 4 weekends coming up in May.